Hello everybody and welcome back to another not applicable Formula 1 video. It's that time of year again. It is back. Drive to Survive Season 4 and the trailer has just dropped. I haven't been able to watch it yet. I wanted to leave it and see it with you guys for the first time. But I am very, very excited. And it's so weird, right? Because we watched the whole season together. But watching Drive to Survive to get us hyped for 2022, I'm more than up for it. So we're just going to dive straight into it. I've loaded it up. We're going to have a little watch. I'm going to pause it as we go through. And we'll talk about the key things that basically we want to see over the course of Drive to Survive Season 4. Because there are some really big storylines, obviously outside of Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, that I really, really want to see. So let's see what we've got.
Hey Netflix.
Classic.
This sport is cut through.
The team. Interesting that they went for Alpine. I know that it's like the top 5 maybe they went for there, but you know, they had the big 4 and then they were like, oh, and Fernando Alonso here. And of course, Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo loves Drive to Survive, and therefore I'm really excited about seeing more of Daniel Ricciardo, mainly because I want to see some more behind the scenes at McLaren, to be fair. Oh, there are the rest of the teams.
Radio check.
Welcome back.
This is hype. I'm prepared for this. And backwards cap Pierre. You know it means business.
What are we gonna talk about this year?
It's not just about what's going on the track. It's everything that happens.
Okay, so a little bit of Lewis there. Obviously, we're not going to see Max Verstappen because Max Verstappen hates being involved in Drive to Survive. We usually see quite a bit of Red Bull through like the rest of the team and maybe a little bit of Sergio Perez. So there might be like an inkling of Max Verstappen, but it looks like there's quite a lot of George Russell. It looks like there's quite a lot of Lewis Hamilton as well, which would be quite nice.
Off the track.
Christian.
It's when
Is that Gunther Steiner on a mountain? Can we go backwards a second? Was he on a mountain? What's he? Okay, Christian Horner. What's he on a mountain for? Why is Gunther on a mountain? I know that it's tough being in charge of Haas, but does he need to be on the top of a mountain? Did he need to get that far away from Nikita Mazepin and Mick Schumacher?
it's winner takes all. It's constant warfare.
May the best driver win.
Excellent. That's like the 3rd or 4th collision that they've shown between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton in 51 seconds of a clip. That's pretty impressive. Like, I know that that's obviously going to be the main storyline, but still very impressive that they managed to get that in. And also, is that Christian Horner just flipping off someone? Again, it's so tricky. They've cut in
May the best
so many
driver
different
win.
clips. Oh, crying George Russell, Carlos Sainz. It is, and Gunther as well. I can't pause it on the thing I want to see because there's so many clips just interlaced so quickly. But I'm pretty sure that's Christian Horner just flipping off someone in the Red Bull garage. And of course, the man we all want to see, the episode that I'm looking forward to the most. Let's be fair.
The fireworks for me. Big champion.
Good on Lando. Drive to Survive Season 4. Well, if that doesn't get you excited for it, I don't know what will. That was amazing. I know that Netflix, you know, do well with Drive to Survive, but that is absolutely taking the cake. Like, for me, that is such an incredible, incredible trailer. As I said, I watched the season, and yet I really want to know what is going on behind the scenes. In fact, like, I wrote a few things that I kind of want to see, and these are my top 5 things I want to see from Drive to Survive, because obviously we're going to see Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, and obviously we're going to see quite a bit of behind the scenes from Christian Horner, Toto Wolff. Fair enough. But there are a few things that I'm really interested in seeing a little bit behind the scenes and just understanding a little bit more of what went on and maybe what we didn't see during the season. Mainly Haas and the 2 rookies. Like, I love a good Haas episode, especially last year when they had Gunther and obviously Roman Grosjean, all of that going on as well. And like, this year is just going to be even bigger, right? Because the 2 rookies coming in, Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin, don't get on with each other. So we're going to see sort of the team dynamic over the course of the season. And also the fact that, you know, they nearly got bought out by Andretti, then Alfa Romeo nearly got bought out by Andretti, and then neither of them did, and then Haas, were they ever going to stay? And Haas are just always a bit of a palaver, and with Gunther in the middle of it, it's always worth watching. So I really, really hope there is a big Haas episode. And by the looks of it, there's quite a bit in Nikita Mazepin in that trailer, so I think there will be. I really, really want to see behind the scenes of the Ocon and Ricciardo wins. I know it sounds obvious, like they were the standout wins of the season because they weren't Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas or Sergio Perez right at the front of the grid. But Daniel Ricciardo's win, I just want to know what it was like at McLaren with that 1-2, the win for the first time in so long. Like, I was incredibly in awe of Daniel Ricciardo for that win, and just seeing how the team reacted to that, I'm really interested in. And similar with Ocon, Ocon's win is kind of completely out of the blue. I think if you were, you know, choosing race winners at the beginning of the season, you might have linked in like a Leclerc, and obviously that nearly happened at Silverstone. You might have said Lando Norris even at a push, Daniel Ricciardo even at a push. I don't think anyone at the beginning of the season would have been like, yeah, Ocon's going to get his first win in Formula 1 in 2021. But he did, and it was amazing, and it came in such chaos, and it came with Fernando Alonso defending from Lewis Hamilton for his life. I really, really hope that we get to see Esteban Ocon. And actually, Esteban Ocon said that Netflix were with him just a couple of days after that win. So I really hope there's almost an episode dedicated to Ocon, because I just want to know everything that happened after that win. Similar, I want to see behind the scenes with Carlos Sainz at Ferrari, how he did, how he turned into an absolutely phenomenon at Ferrari within a season. Like, it took him maybe 2 or 3 races to click into gear there, and then just looked at home with the team for the entire season, had an incredible year, managed to outscore his teammate and come above Lando Norris in the end as well. I know he needed a little bit of luck to get there, but I'm very, very impressed. And I do want to see like the mentality monster that is Carlos Sainz, and a little bit more of behind the scenes with him. We saw quite a lot of that last year at McLaren, and the work that he puts in the factory and behind the scenes with the team. I want to see if he does the same kind of thing at Ferrari too. I'm really interested to see Yuki Tsunoda. There wasn't too much of Yuki in the trailer, and I think Yuki Tsunoda's has such a fluctuating first year. He's had so many highs and lows, and came in with such an amazing performance at the beginning of the season, and then it kind of ebbed and flowed and nearly looked like it was dying out, and then absolutely sparked at the end of the season. I'm really interested to see what went on with him behind the scenes, if there was anything that kind of led to that up and down tumultuous season, and what he's doing maybe to build on that for 2022. And then finally, again, maybe a little bit of an obvious one, I want to see George at Spa. I want to see the Williams team. I want to see them celebrating that podium. And also, actually, on George Russell, I think there's going to be quite a bit of this, but I imagine we're going to see quite a lot of George Russell and Mercedes and Valtteri Bottas, and how that kind of all came to fruition, and, you know, how it was, well, just the worst kept secret in Formula 1, wasn't it? Like, basically from the start of the season, we knew George Russell was going to be in a Mercedes. It was kind of when, not if, and it was slowly waiting for that to come to fruition. I'd love to see when George knew, and if it was any earlier than when we knew, and when Bottas knew, and when Toto knew, and when all those sort of jigsaw pieces got put into place for that. But I'm more interested in the Spa and Williams story than I am in the Mercedes. I don't know, actually. They're a bit equal. I do want to see Williams celebrate, but also I want to see, you know, George. When did he know? Was it after Spa? Was it before Spa? Was it, you know, round about the Netherlands kind of time? And the Alfa Romeo obviously said that Bottas was coming in then. So I want to know. I want to know when that is going to be. But that's just my take. That's my first sort of inkling at the Drive to Survive Season 4 trailer. Obviously, as I said and promised to you guys, as soon as it drops, I will try and put in like a proper live stream, like 8 or 10 hours, however many episodes it is. We're going to watch all of them together. We're going to sit down and have a wonderful time. But until then, I'll see you next time. Leave a like, subscribe, all those good things. I've probably forgotten other stuff. Oh, and I'm doing a giveaway at the moment in time as well. Manscaped sent me this. I know it doesn't look like much. That's a Performance Package 4.0. If you want one, check out the community tab. There's a giveaway there. All that good stuff. See you next time.